Very pumped to be joined by a guy who's become quite the rock star in college hockey. Last year's forward of the year in the USHL, a Boston Bruins prospect and a freshman at North Dakota, Will Zellers. Will, how you doing?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm pumped for the NCAA tournament right around the corner. It's been quite the freshman year for you. I know the NCHE tournament didn't go the way you guys wanted, but how much fuel do you guys have right now going into the NCAA?
I mean, we have a lot of fuel. I mean, anytime you go out in a fashion like that, losing Duluth at home, I mean, it's pretty tough. Left a sour taste in our mouth for sure. So, I mean, we're going to use this week that we get, an extra week of just getting the bodies healthy and making sure everyone's good and making sure that we're going into the tournament with all 100% of us.
Do you guys have a plan to get together and watch the selection show? Like, will you be at the rink in the video room? What's the plan for that?
Yeah, I think our coach talked to us, try to go there around like 2 o'clock for on Sunday for the selection video. It was pretty fun to be a part of.
Okay, that'll be sick. I'm excited to see the reaction on live TV. But I want to rewind a bit, talk about your entrance into the USHL. You lit up Shattuck with 111 points. Got drafted by the Avalanche that summer prior to going to Green Bay. I mean, was your confidence sky high going into junior hockey, or were there some nerves?
I mean, for sure, a little bit of nerves. I was coming off a shoulder injury I had at Shattuck and was sidelined for about 8 months, 8.5 months. So didn't play for a while, and then my first couple games are in juniors, which is pretty tough going from high school hockey. So I was for sure
Yeah.
nervous. Didn't really know what to expect with that year, but lucky enough, I mean, I had a blast in the SHL. It was such a fun year.
What was your initial like feeling for Green Bay? Had you been before? Because it's one of those cities that I feel like is so underrated in the league. I've actually never been, but I've heard all the guys love it.
Oh, I mean, it's a blast there, especially
Yeah.
with the Packers there. Like, there was, I think, the first weekend we were there, we swept Omaha, and then that Sunday, the Billets always have tickets, and you go to the game, you're going to the tailgate with the guys, and our whole team's at the tailgate. We're all bonding at the game. So, I mean, it was such a fun time. Never been there before Green Bay, didn't really know too much about it. So, went for the first time at camp when I was like 15. I mean, there's not the most in that town, but
Hmm.
I mean, it was still an unbelievable town. Such a good fan base, and it was cool having the Packers there. And I mean, all the billets were unbelievable. I had a great billet family that made it just tremendous. So I mean, it was a blast there, and I couldn't have been more happy.
Was moving away from home a challenge for you? 'Cause, I mean, I know you went to Shattuck, but that's obviously in Minnesota where you're from. So was that like a big transition for you moving to Green Bay?
No, not too bad. I mean, Green Bay did an excellent job of setting us up with a billet and making sure we were comfortable with them beforehand. I was living with Aiden Park too, which I lived with
Hmm.
all 3 years at Shattuck, so he made it easy too, and it wasn't too hard. I mean, it was a little different living with another family like besides Shattuck when I'd just be alone with my roommate, teammates. Besides that, and kind of trying to be a part of the family, go down for dinners, and try to not just hide in our rooms the whole time, which might have done a little too much, but I mean, it wasn't too hard. The Cote family, they were unbelievable to me and Aiden, and for sure made our junior experience a lot better.
Did you see Aiden Park get drafted live, or did you catch it on social media?
No, I saw him get drafted live. I was watching with a
You
couple
did.
buddies. Yeah, I saw him. I knew he was kind of just there. Just I mean, it was like 10 minutes away from his house, so he wasn't planning on getting drafted, as you can tell with his outfit
The
that he had.
hoodie and shorts. Yeah, I was cracking up.
Oh my god, that was hilarious. Yeah, I mean, wasn't really expecting it to, but I mean, I was so fired up. He's one of the hardest workers I've ever met personally, and to see him get that recognition that he got was special.
Are you still following along with Green Bay's season? Like, obviously, you're only 1 year removed, and you played for Pat McCadden and had a great year. Like, are you still connected to the team at all? I'm sure you have a lot of buddies still there.
Oh yeah, I mean, I still talk to all the guys there. I mean, we still send videos in the group chat when anything's
Mhm.
going on. I mean, I still talk to Patty on a weekly basis. He was so great to me, and it's always nice just picking his brain. I mean, he's such a smart coach, and for sure, I mean, I've seen that they've been a pretty hot team this year. I mean, they're doing unbelievable. So, still like to follow along and text those guys, and of course, still keep in touch with Patty. He was a big part of my success.
What was one thing you really like learned from him? I know every coach has like their own lingo, whether it's something you do in the D zone or like if a puck goes in the corner, they have like these little words they use. Was there something that you had from Coach McCadden?
Not too much. I mean, there probably was a couple phrases that he had, but I feel like he just taught me a lot about just trying to mature my game. I mean,
Mhm.
in high school hockey, I mean, especially at Shattuck, we never played too much defense. We were pretty we had like I think we had like 6 draft picks off that my senior year team. So I mean, we were never in the D zone too much. We never really had to be in there too much. So he kind of emphasized that a lot on me, just making sure I have 200-foot game and trying to keep me on the ice as much as he can because he wants to trust me and had to gain
Mhm.
the trust from him too.
Well, you won forward of the year, 44 goals in 52 games. I mean, pretty insane. You're as pure of a goal scorer as it gets. And I got to be honest, I was watching like a lot of highlights, before talking to you today. And that one penalty shot you scored against Fargo last year, where you kind of went backhand to forehand and like chipped it over the goalie. I mean, that was disgusting. But who were you watching growing up in the NHL? Like, who was the goal scorer that you looked up to? Is the obvious answer Ovechkin?
No, I mean, sneaky. I watched a lot of Zach Parise. I mean, I
Wow.
think
Okay.
he was. I mean, he scored multiple 30 goal seasons, had a massive contract with the Wild, and he was a Shattuck guy. And I would talk to our coach Thomas Ward and Jason Horseman about him a lot and his decision that he chose to stay at Shattuck and how he was kind of an undersized guy, but still played with a lot of balls out there. And I mean, he had a knack for scoring goals. He wasn't the biggest guy, strongest, fastest, but I mean, he found a way every night to score goals in the NHL, which is pretty hard to do. So, I mean, growing up, he was from Minnesota too, and he was a guy I idolized a lot too. And then probably Brock Besser too. I mean,
Mhm.
he's a pure goal scorer too. So it was always fun watching him at UND and then also on Vancouver.
Two completely different kinds of goal scorers too.
Yeah,
Like with Parisi though, I kind of see it like, especially going back to, shootouts, obviously he
mhm,
always had that patented forehand backhand
yeah.
shelf with like what was the stick? Like the SE16
Like
maybe
the
or
Easton, yeah, like the synergy,
yeah.
I think it was.
With like the red bottom. The
Yeah.
red bottom? Yeah, yeah,
Uh-huh.
what a player though. Brock Besser too. I mean, those
Mhm.
are, obviously two guys I'm sure that are close to home, so it made it cool to
Mhm.
look up to them. But weird question for you. Who
Mhm.
was the best player you played against in the USHL last year? Was there a guy that, you really had a lot of respect for as an opponent?
Mm, a guy that was really, really tough to play against. I mean, he's my teammate now, but it was David Klee. I
Mhm.
mean, he played a really mature game out there, and every time we went to them, I mean, they had the last change, so our line was always matched up against him, and he's pretty good on the dot, so there wasn't too much face-off plays we were doing. But he was a tough guy every night, night in, night out. I mean, he'd score a goal, finish a hit, and get in a fight in the same game, and you're like, that's not an easy guy to play against out there. So I think he was for sure a tough one too. I mean, that Muskegon team, I mean, they had
Yeah.
it all. They were pretty good, and then Hannerhan, Colson Hannerhan. I remember playing against him on Youngstown too. He was a good defenseman out there, very strong, very gritty. So it wasn't easy. Anytime you're out there against those guys, you got to make sure your head's up and you're not doing anything dumb to put yourself in a bad situation.
Yeah, Hanrahan's been a beast at UMass this year,
Yeah.
and obviously Klee, I'm sure he's beaking a lot of you guys in the locker room about winning the Clark Cup last year. Does
Oh,
he let you
oh,
hear it
oh yeah, of course. Oh, he
all
like.
the time?
Oh yeah, he won't put it away.
One of the cooler things about you too, and I'm sure you get asked this a lot, but I don't know if you necessarily talk about it in the media, but I can't remember like the last time a junior hockey player in the USHL at least was involved in like a pretty big NHL trade. Like, where were you when you found out you were being moved from Colorado to Boston?
I was at my billet house and my agent called me like that morning. We were playing that day, so me and Aiden were just doing our pregame routine and we usually watch like a movie or something on a game day, but the high school hockey tourney was on, so
Hmm.
for Minnesota. So we were watching that, just hanging out. My agent texted me at like 10 o'clock. He's like, "You might be getting traded. You might not." He's like, "I don't know yet." And I thought he was talking about the
The
USHL.
USHL,
Yeah. I was
yeah.
like, Patty said he's not trading me. Like, I want to stay here. And I think the deadline's over. Like, they can't do it anymore. It's like, no, the NHL. And he's like, I don't know if it's going to happen, but it might. And then maybe 10, 15 minutes later, my teammate, Gino Carcone, he texted me. He's like, "Yeah, check Twitter." And then Aiden checked Twitter, and I found out I was just tossed in there. And then ultimately, my agent called me, and then a lot of phone calls after that ensued.
Is it something you were pumped about though? Obviously, you were involved in a development camp with Colorado, but like you never maybe made it your home. I mean, I don't know if that's, I don't want to speak for you. Like, was it something you were excited about to go to Boston?
I mean, yeah, for sure. I mean, I love the city boss. I mean, those fans are so dedicated, and I think it's one of the best fan bases in all of sports. And so, I mean, it was pretty special to be part of a trade like that and wanted at this age. I'll forever be grateful for Colorado. I mean, they made my dream come true,
Mhm.
drafted me at kind of a risky situation going from Shattuck. So we'll respect them for that. But at the end of the day, it is a business, and you got to understand that. So wasn't too bummed about it. I'm just kind of looking forward to starting my path with Boston.
Pretty cool. There's a lot of college hockey guys that are in the Boston
Oh yeah.
organization already too. So I'm sure you got a lot of buddies already for this year's Dev Camp. But
Mhm.
I want to ask you about UND. Obviously, it's been a pretty smooth transition for you, but has the Ralph lived up to every expectation that you had for it?
Oh yeah, it's lived up to all of it and blown everything out of expectations. I mean, it's
Mhm.
unbelievable playing in there every night. Like the first game we played, was against Manitoba, Canadian college team, and first night sold out 12,000. There's
Sick.
fans sitting outside, and like we're like, this isn't even a real game yet. Like this is exhibition. We beat them like 7-1, and every goal, fans are just yelling the whole game. No one left, no matter what the score was. So I mean, it was unbelievable and something I was just not expecting, and for sure, very very pumped about.
Do you feel like the NHL might be a letdown?
Maybe at this point. I mean, they were into the game for the whole 60 minutes. I know in NHL games, it's kind of tough for the fans to get in for 42 or 41 games straight for the season, but
Mhm.
hopefully it does. I don't think it will, but I mean, it's pretty hard to top Grand Forks.
What would you say is like one moment from the year where you had like chills running through your entire body, at the Ralph?
Probably that Gopher weekend when they
Mhm.
they came to us the week before. I mean, everyone was going crazy. There's good posted on social media of them killing like gophers around campus.
Jeez.
Like they were camping out. I mean, the line when I was walking to the game was probably wrapped around the parking lot. Probably over 200 people, 300 people outside at 3 o'clock. So. And then you walk out to the game, and even warm ups was pretty much sold out. And you get out there
Mhm.
for the lights are off and you get out there for the starting lineup. I mean, there was that was probably when I was like, wow, this is
Yeah.
college hockey. This is unbelievable. So that was
That's not
one of
even college hockey. That's something else. That's
a
beyond
different
sick.
beast. Yeah.
Beyond sick. But do you have a favorite like road arena you've played in? Obviously, it's tough to get up for a game, I'm sure, when you're going from the Ralph somewhere else, but there are still so many cool ones in the NCHC.
Yeah, I mean, we went to Western Michigan, and there's a lot of
Mhm.
talk about that place and the students there. I mean, that place is hard to play in. The glass doesn't have too much give, and that Western team they play hard. So that was for sure a rink that was pretty fun to play in with going at them and having that place sold out and having us be three and them four in the country, which made it a lot more fun.
I gotta ask you about the World Juniors again. Like I know it didn't go your way, and I'm sorry you guys couldn't keep it home. But playing in that tournament in Minnesota in front of like I'm sure a lot of friends and family, and having the tournament you did, 5 goals, 5 games, 8 points. How unreal was that experience?
It was so special. I mean, anytime you get to represent your country, I mean, it's the ultimate honor, and I was just so proud to be there. I mean, at first I didn't know what to expect, kind of being a late ad there, but just kind of wanted to prove myself to everyone and also to myself that I do belong there, and was just fortunate enough to have a good tournament on my end and produce for the United States. It wasn't the ultimate goal, but I mean, having it in Minnesota, it was so special. The fans were unbelievable the whole tournament for us, and it was something I'll never forget and forever be grateful for.
Not only did you prove you belong, but you thrived in that tournament. I got to ask you about some of your goals. Like the one that stands out to me, that short side snipe against Switzerland. Like where does that rank for you? I mean, that place was going nuts after you put that one in.
Yeah, that was probably one of my favorite goals I've scored. I mean, it was kind of a tough game too against Swiss. I mean, they're a hard team. It was a 1-1 game for a lot of the game. It was a big neutral zone game. So kind of had a tiny step on the D and was thinking about taking to the net, but ultimately couldn't get there. So I was just like, screw it. I'm just gonna didn't really aim, just saw his head. I'm just
Mhm.
like, I'm just gonna rip this one off his head and see what happens. And lucky enough, I think the hockey gods were with me that day and gave me a lucky bounce.
And I got to ask you this too, just because I've been asking a couple of other like USA hockey guys. Where were you for the gold medal game in the Olympics this year? Like, were you guys all together as a group? Because I know it was probably
Um,
really early in the morning for you.
Yeah, I mean, we played that night or the night before, so I mean, I woke up at I think around right to the start of the third period, just in my dorm with my roommate Sam Marilla, and we were just kind of hanging out. I know some guys went to the rink to watch it early in the morning, but I just kind
Mhm.
of stayed in my dorm, and I was a couple seconds, so like maybe 10, 15 seconds behind some of the guys,
No way.
and in overtime, I'm like. In overtime, my phone starts blowing up with the group chat, and they're like USA all the way, and then 10 seconds later, it's just Kinda got scummed on that one, but I
Mhm.
mean, it was an unbelievable to see the United States win that big of a tournament with, the NHL players not being in it for a while, and I mean, it was unbelievable hockey. I think it's the best hockey game that's ever been played.
You got to know better to turn your phone upside down.
Yeah, I know.
You got to know better.
Well, I was
Yeah.
watching on my computer, and then I got the text on the computer, like, in the
Yeah. Oh,
corner.
it popped up in the
Yeah,
corner. Yeah.
yeah, I was
Damn.
like, "Jeez, unlucky."
Yeah, that's hilarious. My last one for you, just any big summer plans? Obviously, the season's kind of winding down here. I know you're focused on the tournament,
Mhm.
but where do you plan on spending your summer training and whatnot?
Usually I spend a lot of my time in Maple Grove. I got a trainer out there where we got a good group of college guys that we work out with, and then I got a cabin in Detroit Lakes, Minnesota, which is
Sick.
always fun to go out to in the summertime, get away from the rink and go be a just a kid, go be a college student out there and have fun and kind of just hang out with my teammates, get my golf game back in order, and just try to keep shooting pucks and keep working out.
All right. Well, I love it, Will. Thanks again for doing this, and hopefully I'll see you in Vegas in a couple weeks. All right.
Yep. Thank you so much.